Let's look at a few examples when we can copy and paste master controllers from one rig to the other. There are a few things to keep in mind. For example, if we have two separate rigs, completely different from each other, we cannot copy and paste master controllers. The way these are set up, the naming conventions might be different. The controller really isn't going to recognize what parts to move. Sometimes we can reuse things like the eyes or the mouth on different rigs. Then we would be able to copy a controller over, because in that case the naming convention would be the same and the controller can recognize that piece. Let's jump into a very simple example. So we have our basic character here inside this group. It's just a mouth, a master controller, and the face, and the controller slides through these mouth shapes. In our second rig, we have it set up the exact same way. So this is basically a duplicated version of that, but the mouth is a different color, and we don't have our master controller. For something as simple as this, we can literally copy with Control-C and paste it into our other scene. If we plug it into the same composite, and we show controls, you'll see that now the green mouth is also moving, because inside this group things are labeled and set up the exact same way, plus the composite is the same composite. If we were to paste this controller outside of this group and plug it in here, you'll notice it doesn't work anymore. So things need to be matched up almost perfectly for the controller to understand what to move. So I have this original Bruno rig, and I have the second one where the vest is on him. So everything is the same except the vest. And this happens a lot in a show. Every new outfit a character has, that is a new rig that has to be made, but using parts of the old rig. So here are the master controllers, and you can see up here that they work perfectly, right? The body slider, the head tilts. So we can copy these. You can paste them into your library if you want. Say Bruno Master Controller. This is usually the slowest way, but the safest way to make sure everything works properly. You'll see here, we'll drag it into the group. So in that same position as it was in our original rig. And you'll take a look at how the master controller works now. At face value, everything looks the same, but when we start to slide this guy, you'll notice the vest isn't sliding, and that's because it wasn't in the original controllers. If we take a look at the lower body, which is the same, it actually works perfectly. We'll also notice even our head slider is unaffected because the head is the exact same in both rigs. Even though some of the pieces like the vest doesn't work, the real value comes, guys, when you're creating controllers for the face, the head tilts, and the mouth. That really saves time because you don't have to do those head tilts over and over again. This is just a basic example. We're using very simple master controllers with not too complex functionality. Every character is different, every controller is different, so the best way to get comfortable with this is to experiment with different rigs, see what works and see what doesn't. I would love for you guys to comment your experiences on copy and pasting master controllers. I think we could all learn a lot from each other. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.